Okay, Geoff, so overall, thoughts after a 5-2 defeat?
Lots of positives to take. Again, when we look at the opposition 4 leagues higher, really a lot of the players really stood up and kind of, again, what we were looking for in terms of going into the season. This is kind of the sort of performance. Very competitive, kept to the shape, discipline, just tactical knowledge, as I said, because we've kind of decided that we want to kind of go with maybe 3 game plans per this season, and we want to know if they got the kind of the tactical nous to kind of implement it. And I think first half was absolutely quality and some really, really good goals. And to be fair, we could have got a couple more on the counter. So I'm really looking forward to next week.
What did you say to the team at half-time when you were winning?
Obviously, they were excited at half-time, but again, it's about being calm, and it really comes down to game management, because we were always going to make subs regardless of the score. But it's really just giving what you got until, obviously, we make the subs and trying to keep to the shape, and just you never know what can happen.
Do you think if you'd not changed it up so much, it could have been a bit of a closer game? Or?
Yeah, I think so. Obviously, no disrespect, obviously the subs are coming on. When you're playing a competitive game, obviously you make subs accordingly. If you're 2-1 up, you're not really going to make too many changes unless it's enforced. But this is what we all said it was about when we're coming up here. It's all about bringing the family up here. I mean, the fans were absolutely tremendous today, start to finish. I think FC United kind of complimented, said they've never had noisier fans here. So we will take that kind of award back with us. And again, we look forward to next week.
And the 2 goals then, talk us through them.
Yes, again, both similar, and it's really the composure, especially from Arthur. As Arthur, we've kind of put the gauntlet down to him, and I've said before that everything's in his game, but just goals. And I think the last 2-3 games he's really come to the fore and really pushed for a position for next week. And then Noah, what more can you say at him? I mean, it didn't look on. The goal didn't look on, so to find that angle, absolutely tremendous from him. And lots of stellar performances. Samba in the middle, Charlie, Josh put a shift in. The back 4 again stood firm first half. So I can't compliment them enough. They need to be really proud of themselves. To stand up against players who are potentially 4 leagues even more above. They've really shown themselves well. So the bar's been set. So we just got to continue it from next week.
And then obviously the season starts next week. Is there a few changes to your mind on the performances today?
Potentially. Again, Fred came in, and obviously not a lot of the fans have seen Fred, and he's been one we really wanted to get on, and because a few injuries have stopped him really been playing many more minutes than he has done. But I thought he was really good at today. Played up front and then obviously played in the 10 as well. Showed obviously his ability to kind of change and be versatile. So it won't change too much, to be fair, from the first half performance. They have played well and really deserved it. But we're looking really strong, as I said. And next week we want to get off to a flyer and kind of set up our benchmark and set up our store and kind of let the rest of the teams know in the league, we mean business this season.
Are you a bit worried that at the start of the season people will take it lightly compared to today's big game?
No, because we'll be on them. I mean, we've got them in on Wednesday, so again, it'll be a real hard graft in terms of what we do from training. If the buzz will be here. Obviously, we're out tonight, but the buzz will be here. But again, they need to know we won't let standards drop. If they do drop, what's good is that the squad is there, so we will rotate if we feel complacency start to come in. But we want to get off to a flyer, and I think these players have shown, against lower and higher opposition, if you include Barking, that they're ready, and we're ready as well.
And final word for the women's game. What did you make of that?
I saw bits of it, if I want to, because obviously I was trying to arrange kind of our game, but it started off really well. Again, it was a bit tough for them because in terms of the margins of the travelling, they didn't really have much of a warm up. So to kind of compete with a team again that's higher, they did really well. And in terms of obviously the anniversary, the 100th anniversary, obviously women not being allowed to play, it was great that we could even play a double header, which I don't think many teams do even in this sort of era, and kind of set a precedent, that we're on a parity. The men's and women's team are just exactly the same.